As I understood, it was not your first time eating hot pot.
No, I grew up with it, so it's not new. It's something that you miss in the wintertime.
What do you like the most about hot pot concept?
I think it's people get together, hygge. It's about sharing, basically. Yeah.
Do you know anything about hot pot history?
I think, if I'm right, I think it started with around Genghis Khan period. And then, yeah, I think so. And then I don't remember the rest. I only remember how to cook hot pot.
But you're one of those rare people we have here who grew up with hot pot. Could you please tell me your experiences, the memories you have related to hot pot? Like, was it your family dish you would enjoy, spend evenings, with, or how is it?
I think hot pot is the easiest meal, because basically the only thing you need to prepare is the soup, and everything is raw. And then you divided the wok into two parts. One is for the hot thing, another one is just with no chili. And the most wonderful thing about hot pot is that you make sure the person sitting beside you get food before you do yourself. That means when you pick up with your chopstick, you don't give to yourself first, you give to other people. So it's really about respect, sharing. Another thing is that it doesn't matter if you're a vegetarian or you need meat. I mean, both needs are satisfied, because you can do it in different ways, and there is a pot without any ingredients for those who eat vegetables, basically. And then I think the soup, for many homes, the soup is really the essence of the whole thing. Don't think that this is just water. I mean, sometimes they cook the bones overnight or 2-3 days, so it has a special flavor. So any gourmet knows that this is just not a vin fondue. This is something else, more than a fondue.
What do you think about this hot pot? It's probably different from what you had in back home. Like, what do you think about this?
I think basically because it's limited. I personally love vegetables, but for instance, this one is what you need. You eat a lot, but here it's so expensive. So a lot of people didn't know that the most precious thing about tonight is this thing for me, and then some mushrooms. So if you really, Chinese will go for that, but I can see other people, they go for the meat. But these are, for me, more precious than meat.
That's right. What do you drink with hot pot? Usually, what do you drink with hot pot?
Because I'm not a big drinker, so I take some juice, which which is really a taboo. You shouldn't. Basically, you should drink some sake. I mean, warm thing to begin with. So I'm cheating. I think for any other hot pot gourmet, they will be frowning me and say you shouldn't drink this, but it's so hot. So,
do you think we need a hot pot place in Copenhagen?
I think so, because I think Copenhagen in many ways are very much behind other big cities. I remember about 30 years ago, there was an English guy. He had a sushi restaurant. After 3 years, it just went totally down. But now, I mean, everybody eats sushi, right? Hot pot, I mean, London, New York, all these big cities, they already started hot pot. And also, I think that our weather are really the ideal weather for eating hot pot. So I think so that hot pot will be all over the street in about a year or two. And basically, I think Shang did such a good job. She introduced hot pot, but but not in a Chinese setting, but in a international setting. So this is like a lifestyle meal. It's not just a greasy pot. So I think she reinvented a very common Chinese dinner or meal into something international, and I think she should really have the credit for being innovative, and I'm very proud of her.